Hello, welcome to Besiege, where I do crazy inventions. It doesn't matter. What we want is something crazy. Let's turn off free build, because I don't want to do it once legit until we get to the later levels, which are bullshit. So here's a tip I got. You can shoot yourself as a block towards it. That's how you beat a stage! Or, if you're pretentious, look at that! That's how easy these first early levels are. Let's make some more cannons, more problems. That's how I do it. Enough stupid cannon talk. Let's make something interesting. Start by putting them on the floor, because we're going to do something different. I want to make something different. In every sense of the term. I want to make something that slowly extends in its general direction. Will take a bit of work. I want to get it to work. No, put it over there. Put that here. I wish you could make a quick bar in this game that you can just, like, select from. Because sometimes you're doing a lot of repetitive busy work, and you're like, I need to get this to work, but I keep trying to select other blocks that I don't give a shit about. Now, it's probably better to use ballast blocks and then swap them out for a whole bunch of crap. Well, let's see if I care. The point is, this machine is going to extend that way. I'm not limited. I'm not going to limit myself. This is limitless imagination mode. Where we go balls to the walls crazy. It's not about making a device that would logically work. It's about making a device that hilariously manages to somehow solve the problem at hand. Unfortunately, this game has some problems with extension. With that, hinges are given a lot of liberty. Also, you can't select and drag, so once something is out there, it's out there. Might be better to assign them to some different keys, but we'll get to that when we get to that. What is apparent is that this... Okay, so the reason that happens is because I'm selecting things when I'm also clicked on it, so... Let's make it longer and longer and longer. I probably should just make it taller and taller and taller and taller. Is this really what I want? No, stop doing that. Listen, game. You should cancel out anything you get on your UI from putting it into your goddamn game, okay? If I click on the UI, I'm not interested in clicking on the game. You got that? That's how UI design works. Goddamn Unturned got this better than you did, video game. And Unturned's made by one Canadian. This clearly has at least an artist who's like, why the fuck is someone doing something when he's clicking on my beautiful UI? Excellent. Now all I have to do is apply the murder weapon. No! It's an inch too short. As I said, this isn't about practical plans. This is about plans that fucking work. Alright? I don't give a shit if it's a stupid plan. What matters is that the plan fucking works. No! Although I guess it would work better from the side, because it looks a bit nice. This is just to keep it from going nuts. I think it provides some stability at least. Look at that. It keeps it from just flopping all over the place like a crazy person. It's exactly what it looks like. Okay, so I want to get this out of the way real quick. Do I want it to be more sensitive or less? I like how I just killed the chicken with that. See, it's really hard to tell which one's the other one. This doesn't mean anything to me. Elasticity beyond limits? I'm not a technician! The better way to test this is something that I want to do in a moment. But fine, we'll just put them on default. Just put them back on 1. So the real way to test this is to just put a little weight on the end of something and then seeing what happens. And we're gonna do that in a moment because I want to know which. Okay, so here's the funny thing about these elastic things that I haven't mentioned yet. Turn them on. You can press L and it goes. It just kills itself. Death is hilarious, kids. Don't try to live a life. I demand that you die right here, right now, kid. That's my besieged persona talking, who is purely obsessed with getting the job done, even if it means just telling a kid to go fuck himself. Which isn't very polite. You've probably got a lot of potential in you. I recommend you make use of that potential instead of watching YouTube videos. Why the fuck are you watching YouTube videos? All this potential is inside of you. Look at that! I made that happen. I made that happen. I'm going to turn it slightly. I'm going to attach my spriggity dings. Jesus. I'm going to attach my spriggity dings. I'm going to make this magical. It's going to be magical. You got that? It's fucking magical. It's not going to break, is it? No. No. Oh, on the other side would probably be better. Yeah, I guess it would be. I guess it would be. I guess it would be a smarter plan to put it on the end. Why does it keep shifting over? I thought I aimed it. Yeah! We did it! Super extendo arm action. Fantastic. Let's scrap it, because I don't give a damn. Let's do the thing I was talking about. It's going to need some basics. It's going to need some support so that this thing doesn't topple over like you know, like a lot of things topple over these days. Kids these days just aren't made of what they were used to. You see, back in my day, you could just throw a kid off a plane and they'd be fine. At the bottom, they'd be like, "Hey, Dad, how you doing?" Dad's like, "Well, I fucking tried to kill you." And he's like, "No, you know you can't kill a kid. I'm from Skyrim. That's where reality comes from." And Dad's like, "Jesus fucking Christ, I hate you so much. Fucking you fucking shit kid. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you so much. Why won't you die?" Because I'm Satan. Okay. So that's a moderate bounce. Let's give it a little bit of a change. It's a big, make it different. So that clearly makes it more plastic. It just goes crazy. Let's see if it's super rigid with 4 times. Yeah, it's a lot more rigid. It's not a lot. All things considered, that's not a big change. But could I make a wrecking ball? There we go. This is how you invent people. You just do something stupid, and then you watch magic happen. Forward! Wrecking ball ahoy! To the ground! What do you need to make a wrecking ball? Well, first you need a decent support. Something to keep your thing from topping over. Hi, chickens! Hope you don't mind being homeless. They don't. They're chickens. When no fucking chicken cares about anything? So we got a nice ooh, that's a solid foundation. That is a grade A foundation. It's going to be some grade A Master Magellan Gellan. That's a look at that, not wobbling one bit. Oh, ooh, look at all these triangles. It's like I'm staring into a trigonometry class. Ooh. I also wanted to do a ballista, but we'll do that in a moment. Not technically I've already done this, because I did the whole sword thing. But, you know, it's the thought that counts. On top of that, the sword was propelled instead of gravity controlled. Now this design is going to be slightly different. Because for one, we're just going to have a weight at the end of it. Have a little weight, just a little weight. Look at that nice little weight. Secondly, this thing isn't going to be propelled by anything. It's just going to swing in there like a crazy person. Ha! That's not good enough for me. Because I'm such a beautiful girl. Slightly less rigid. And still skirting. Maybe 50 is what we need. God damn. Is that actually the height of the... No, it can't be. It can't be. It is. The real problem is getting a little more shut up elevation out of this puppy. No, I'm not a huge fan of asymmetry. Now I've got to build up. I've got to build up and away slightly, or I'll risk it. Man, I wish I had Markiplier to tell me something like biscuit. I could use someone saying something adorable right now. God damn it. Maybe if I make it less rigid, it can just swing over there. Yeah! Oh, no! No. No! I know. Added gravity. Oh, come on. I'm just gonna move it. I'm done. Wow. I want to see that again in super slow motion. Oh no, why did I spend 20 hearts activating this power? I probably should have experimented with different angles of the elastic so that I could see which is the most efficient one for the swing, but... Come on, I'm not a scientist, people. I wonder if it would work better if it was more rigid. It was wobbling all over the place. Come on. Oh, God, this thing is precise. I want to add some counter wibbly whoops. It should keep it from wibbly whooping all that much. Oh! Much cleaner. Much cleaner. It still bounces off like some whack-delic experiment, but who cares? Now we're going to watch 1%. Oh, I have to say, in most games where you slow down time, it gets chunky. This game is a really smooth system for that. So you can just smell the block moving through air. Oh. The whole house just gives up. It's like, I don't care. Goodbye, cruel world. The spike ball's like, this is my first day on the job. What the heck just happened? That's enough of that. Let's make a ballista. Let's start with the basics. I should just make a standard foundation I can use for these stupid things that all require standard foundations. Everything requires goddamn standard foundations these days. So what do you need for a ballista? Well, you need something to shoot. That's for sure. What you also need is the proper launching mechanism, because here's kind of the problem with the ballista, is that whatever I'm going to shoot, it's going to have to be shot properly. I'm going to need a bolt, and the bolt will have a tip, and it will have a middle spike as a tip. And it will have something to keep it steady, so we're going to put a stupid little wing on the side, like a fucking dartboard. Look, Mom, I've got a dartboard! Oh, that looks like a dart! Except for the fact that wing panel is probably going to cause a whole bunch of problem when launching. So it's going to have to go flat. Ah, oh, it looks much better. Now, I think I can actually use braces for this, is to keep... Oh. Well, that's just goddamn peachy, isn't it? Ha! Didn't know braces were magical. Didn't know they were filled with magic woober-joops. Oh, wait. This isn't gonna work, is it? Because this is just my inverted drill. It doesn't actually launch anything. Yeah, that isn't doing anything. Well, first and foremost, should probably reinforce it. Because you know how bows work. The reason the crossbow is made out of metal is because it's like, you need more tensile force. Because the bolt's smaller. I think this Skulligrim does a good video on that. But it's a really important part that a lot of people tend to forget about bows and bolts. You want this thing to be as stiff as you can get it. Because if it's stiff, it's got an upper lip. Okay, so we've got some... Oh, that's just sad. That is such a catch the pigeon kind of flaw. It's like, oh no, we shot the bolt, but the whole thing topped over too. Can I count that as a win? Does it count as a proper launch if the bolt continues to fly forward because of odd wibbly-whoop physics and then manages to break the building? I don't think it does. Yeah, detaching is always the problem. I wonder if I do this. That's not good either. That's no good. Problem right now is that it isn't angled, which gives a lot of pull. Oh wow, that actually worked. I might actually keep this design. Because it actually works. It's not great. And it's really kind of stupid, but... I think that panel actually helped out a bunch with the aiming. Can't believe it. It works! It's a one-shot ballista, but it shoots remarkably accurate. It's a really good shot. Considering this thing sucks. Let's see if putting on more couplers helps. Because I really just care about the spike. Okay, so the design doesn't change. Oh, that's... It doesn't have the... Like, it had a lot more, you know, finesse to it. A lot more finesse to it. Let's just see if this works. Go back to this design. Yeah, I can't say anything about that. That is just a gorgeous launching mechanism. It just works. Alright, it works. Let's save it. We'll call it Balista. I don't care how many L's are in Balista. I just care that it's called Balista and it looks bloody marvelous. But we're technically not done yet. First, I want to try something else. Wheeled vehicle. I just need a wheeled vehicle, actually, for this one. It doesn't even need to be that wide. It can just be like this. Because I want to see if I can launch a ballista bolt by just driving really quickly. And then just letting go. Oh, by the way, I figured out what the hell those round shields are for. They're actually meant for on your car. Never knew that. Okay, so we need a launching station with a decoupler. I wish you could fucking aim decouplers, though. Oh. Okay. Could just do a double decoupler. That tends to help a bunch. Or... Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. But it works, who cares? Actually, I wanted to go that way, and I'll put like this. Frickin' hell, man. The problem with this one is probably it doesn't actually do anything. I don't like that I have to do it like this. Yeah, it just doesn't have its own propulsion mechanism. I guess what I could theoretically do is... I don't like this at all, but this is fuck around mode. I have to fuck around a bunch. Let's get a good running start. Get the propellers going. Well, it could work if it was aimed upwards. That's what we're missing. We need this puppy to aim upwards. That's what we're missing. We also need it to launch properly. Yeah, that won't work. It just won't work. But hey, we got a Balista, of which I wanted to try something. So what I want to try is that instead of launching this part, what I want to do is I want to launch the top part. I want to have something on top that actually launches. You know, like you should get the plan by now. Come on, it's not that difficult. Jeez, people. Oh my fucking god, I hate it when it's not attaching. Why won't you attach? What is your problem? What is your major malfunction, as they say? It just won't attach. It just won't. It refuses. Foolhardily. Like, it attached properly before, right? Like, I'm not too against putting two decouplers on it so that it technically is symmetrical. Oh, fine. I'll put two freaking decouplers on it so it's symmetrical. Okay? Just don't make it such a mess. Smaller bolts. Put some flight on it. Though, theoretically, I think I could put some wings on it now and make it look shiny. Make it look pretty. It's gonna look pretty good. Now I gotta put a decoupler on the back, because then it's all pretty and symmetrical. I like when it flies. Hey, it sort of worked. It needs more speed, though. And I know just where to get speed. You see, kids, speed is obtained by using more of the same. Faster than light travel is just going to be 17 V8s just mounted into each other. I think the problem might be that it's actually just an inch too high. Okay, I see. This isn't going to work, by the way. Yep, it's intersection. It's fucking hell, man. I was bitching about its intersections. Hey! It technically works! Now here's the funny part. If I really wanted to, and I had the power, you can just remount these onto steering wheels. And I could effectively make a dart that I could control. And then I could put some propellers on it, and it would be a plane that you shoot with an elastic, and we'd be hover flying! I've been on a hover plane once. Those things are freaking awesome. Anyway, we made a hover ballista, because why not? Let's give it a little more oomph. Let's give it that oomph it deserves. Not the oomph that it needs, but the oomph it deserves. And then we'll call the hover ballista a dazzling... Oh, was that a direct hit? That was a direct mother-flippin' hit. Nope. Okay, so I have to wait until it's like all the way stationary. I like how that thing also carries through, and it only has that stabilizing fin because it will freak out if it doesn't. See, if I put like a steering wheel on it and I put a steering fin on it, it would probably work as an actual controllable dart. Do you believe in love after love? We're stalling pretty badly, sir. We're not gonna make it. No! That day, one sad Spike died. He was cone-shaped, and technically had an infinitely small tip, because of the way that three-dimensional models work. I'm not kidding, that is actually an infinitely small tip that will continue infinitely, into the infinitest point that is a single point. The sharpest thing man can make is a pixel. Look at that. It's just a cone shape. It's a mathematical cone shape. That is the sharpest thing you can make. Well, then again, we are trying to make a silicon prototype to calculate weight, but we could theoretically make a tip, a literal atom wide by now, I'd assume. We can collide atoms. Why can't we sharpen? Look at how nice this thing sits. I really like this. Let's save it. It's going to be the hover the Balista hover. And let's see what next time awaits us. What awaits us next time? The fun thing is, this Balista actually fits in the regular box. It actually fits in the regular box! I technically completed this mission. If I mount the control block on top of that, I would have technically beaten the mission. That's hilarious. I think I'm going to leave it at that, because there's just nothing you can do better than that. Like, that's just the top of it all. Yeah, next time we've got to build something that can drive. But why not make something that can walk instead? Because if anyone, and I mean Christopher Walken, would have anything to say, look at those beautiful little squares. It's actually really pretty sheep. Ah, look at his little hair. Let's keep little sheep. I'm a sheep. See you guys next time. Don't forget to say me. That's so cute. I want to kiss him on the cheek. I love you can go underground because it gives you such a better angle. Bye-bye.